New South Wales businesses are being told to dust off their COVID safety plans after the Premier detailed what life might look like once 70% vaccinations is achieved. Despite case numbers not having peaked yet, Gladys Berejiklian has given her strongest indication. Residents will be able to travel internationally this year.
The first day of September and the New South Wales Premier has a spring in her step.
If you're a business, start dusting off your COVID safety plan. Make sure that your employees are vaccinated so that we can get back to life at 70% double dose vaccination.
It's a milestone expected to be reached around mid-October. For the first time, Gladys Berejiklian has given an indication of what life might look like at 70% for those who are fully vaccinated.
You can expect to go out and have a meal, you can expect to attend a public event, you can expect to go and get services that you can't expect to have done now.
It'll include density requirements, QR code check-ins, proof of vaccination and mask wearing in certain settings. The optimism comes as the rate of hospital admissions is expected to peak in October. 1,116 new cases recorded, and already under pressure health system is preparing for the worst.
In hospital at the moment we have 917 COVID cases admitted. There are 150 people in intensive care, 66 of whom require ventilation.
The most recent advice that I have received is that case numbers are likely to continue to rise for the next few weeks.
The Premier is under increasing pressure to publicly release a roadmap out of lockdown. Her reluctance has angered community leaders in the 12 high-risk LGAs who are unsure if they will be granted any freedoms at 70%. They claim Gladys Berejiklian has refused to meet them.
This is a right royal snub for our community and the over 2 million people we all represent. I don't understand why the Premier won't meet with us.
We need to be in a position where a roadmap is released by the state so that everybody can get on the right page as to what will happen over the coming months. People don't know what's coming around the corner. They can't plan for it, and when changes are made, they're often rapid and difficult to comply with.
In a sign of the impact Delta is having in New South Wales, international flights into the state will be halved from Monday to 750 per week until at least October. Here at Sydney Airport, this departures board looks pretty empty. The Premier has given her strongest indication yet that at 80% double dose, New South Wales residents will be able to travel internationally, even if domestic travel has not resumed. That threshold is expected to be reached in November.
New South Wales looks forward to having our citizens enjoy international travel, and also New South Wales looks forward to stepping up and welcoming thousands of Australians home who've been waiting to come home for a long time.
Talk of international travel represents a significant shift in rhetoric by the New South Wales government. Despite criticism she didn't go hard enough in the beginning, Gladys Berejiklian says her state is leading the way in dealing with Delta.
I feel that Victoria is perhaps turning the corner in how they're dealing with COVID in terms of accepting what the Delta strain is like.
In the regions, New South Wales Health is establishing community support accommodation in Wilcannia for close contacts as the far west remains on high alert. Danica Di Giorgio, Sky News, Sydney.